This is episode 5. Welcome to Stay In Podcast, a podcast to stay from stay.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is the Stay In Podcast, episode 5. So thank you for joining, and we're just gonna go right on in and get it done. Ground floor, I've added a few things. It's mainly just news though. Stay Shop, I added the members designed things that they made. They're the Ian's necklace and Felix's rings, things like that. I know that Han's bag is sold out, and of course Bane Chan's bracelet is sold out, but everything else is still available if you can jump on that JYP Japanese site. Like Olivia, Felix's sister, posted some pictures, and I don't know what Chain Ben's sister does, but she was in positions I will never be in again with an old body, like kind of like yoga positions her and one of her friends or something was doing. So there's like video. I just didn't, I wasn't going to share the videos and stuff. Let's go ahead and start out with Stay Care. So I know I dumped a bunch of stuff on Claudia today or the other day. So
yeah, I'm just going to go over a few more words that we didn't go over. The first one is generation. K-pop has 4 generations. The first generation started in 1996. The second generation started in 2003. And the third generation started in 2012. And I'm assuming the fourth generation started in 2016, 17.
sounds right.
Which is what our boys are in, the fourth gen. The next word is golden maknae. It means the youngest. The golden maknae refers to the youngest member of the group who is effortlessly good at everything. Definitely our boy Ian. Hanbok, the traditional Korean dress made up of 3 pieces. These often brightly colored silken garments are so worn during traditional festival celebrations and on period K-dramas. And the next one is a hard stand. Ooh. Is a fan who is sexually attracted to their idols. This doesn't have to mean that they only view them in a sexual way, but they definitely have thirsty. They are definitely thirsty. They first seen sexier concepts and dance moves. I might be a little bit of that.
I don't know anybody like that at all. I've never met a hard stand in my life.
No. Generation of young K-pop fans.
I don't mind hard stands. It's when hard stands become toxic and send death threats to the other members and things. Just it's like get a life.
Yeah, very.
Unfortunately, that tends to be what happens. So
especially when the group, like the fans, get bigger.
Yeah.
And the last word would be high touch. A perk for fans who are willing to shell out extra money. Okay.
What?
High touch is it's a perk for fans who are willing to shell out extra money. High touch is K-pop vernacular for a high five. After concerts, fans will get the chance to say a few words as they quickly high five the group. What? I don't think.
Now I know that like P1 Harmony has done stuff like that, but you still couldn't touch them. Like they would sit, but they had like a wall and they don't want you touching the idols or whatever. But you said shelling out extra money. I'm like, isn't that what K-pop's all about?
I feel like I shell out a lot of money, and I don't get that.
I know, right? So I don't think that's. I don't think it's fair to just talk about all the money at fan meets when they put out like 15 different types of albums of the same album.
Yeah,
K-pop is just it equates money. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Just take my bank account. Just take it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just give you the account numbers. Just take it out whenever you
Right, right. It's like about the time you think you have everything, they drop more merch, and it's like we're trying to save for concerts.
Yes,
We
I
can't
exactly.
thought
sing
I
for
had caught up on the
concerts.
PC, but no. Yeezy came out with a round 7. I was like, oh my
I
god,
know,
when will it
right?
end?
I know
So,
that the membership thing is coming up in like maybe a
oh, the
month,
end of
2 months.
yeah,
Oh
So
yeah.
at the end
definitely
of the
stay for
month.
that. Definitely.
Oh yay.
Last year it was a little under $70. And I don't know if that like varies state to state or it just varies country to country, but yeah.
I think
I'm
when I
hoping
got
it.
in on the second round, I think I paid 65.
Yeah, it seems like that's when I got mine. Because I wasn't here in October, but it seems like it was, like I said, it was right under 70, but it was more than 60. So there you go, within $10.
I think I paid about 60 a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
so now we're getting into our maze of memories. So this is the final part of episode 1, part 3. Now this one delves into like them actually getting settled into like the thought of going into the debut. So it actually shows the members.
sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I've come to the conclusion I'm never gonna say that word right. Anyway, so this one actually shows the members that weren't already living in the dorm moving into the dorm. So like Changbin, Segmin, Hyojin, and Lino. Now
Yeah,
this
we know.
also shows like Lino's iconic like multiple bundles. What is it? How you say bundles? Bundles.
Bundles?
Oh yeah, he's Bundle Boy. Bundle Boy, yeah.
I'm sure
Because
that boy, like, he's like a survivalist because he could definitely he like he would not need to like pack up or anything like that. All he'll need to grab is a few of his bundles and he's good.
right. Saves in luggage.
Oh, I've been there. I used to pack my backpack pack because I worked in the oil field. So you live out of a backpack or a bag.
It's like
Gotta be,
my first responder bag. You have a first responder backpack that it's just there where you can just grab it and go. Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't put clothes in mine.
This episode is also when with their little meeting with JYP to go over exactly what his expectations are and how everything's gonna move forward. So he does explain that even though they move past the first stage of being the group that will debut, uh, they still had to go through a series of trials to see if they'll debut together. So he just goes on to explain like it's like unlike before where they would like test them on their dancing and singing, he's actually gonna be testing them also on how they work together as a whole. So
Okay, so is this the episode where he brings them all in and he has like a whiteboard and he's like writing stuff
no,
down,
that's not the
or is
episode.
that's later on? Okay.
That's later on. Yeah. This one is
Okay.
just going over like the basics of what he's expecting. And then this is also when he gives them their first test. So I think the whiteboard is actually a little bit later on when I think it's like after the first member was eliminated.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
definitely did not see all of these episodes because I don't even remember that. The first time I see them with JYP is when he's talking about cutting some of the members during the evaluation, and then it was the whiteboard thing. But other
yeah,
than that, I didn't see a lot.
this is when he I'm sorry.
I said I can't watch them because I'll just get upset and get mad and then
I know.
Man, just even stupid little clips have got me over here bawling. I mean,
I
even though we know
know.
how it comes out, it
I
doesn't matter. It's just
It's the fact that
it's
like they were hurting that time and there was nothing anybody could do about it.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's also the episode where he gives them their first test where they had to make their own song and create a cool stage to see how well they do there. Because for the
And then
showcase, they're actually given a song to perform.
okay, so it wasn't when Channy and all of them sat down in the dance room and was going through music and deciding it wasn't that point yet, right? Okay. Spoilers. Sorry.
But
don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna mention that this is still like the beginning. Like this does bring in when whether they should debut as a group of nine. So it does mention, like, in case anybody's wondering who Woojin is. That's he was like the ninth member before, he was no longer a member. I think what 2018 that he stepped out, or was it
2019. It was right
2019?
before Levanter came out that he left
Yeah. So
because they had to go back through.
I know a lot of new babies days always wonder, like, huh? There was another member?
Yeah.
Yes, there
Well,
was another member.
and with Levanter, it was supposed to be released in October, I think, of that year, and they ended up having to go back and redo the entire album. So it was released a month later in November, but then they went back and they redone all of their music from Elevator on, as just the 8 members. So yeah,
I think it kind
it's
of
a big
sucks for
thing.
them, though, that some of the music videos still have all nine members, and there's no way they can like redo that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I have like a sweater that has like all nine members on it, and I'm just like, crap. Either
Yeah.
I pull off that ninth member or I just don't wear it anymore.
I when I was a baby stay and I was still learning, I kept seeing the merchandise and I'm like, who is this? I did this 1, 2, 3. I kept thinking I was counting it wrong. And then later on I was able to find out what was going on with all that. So yeah.
I noticed this the other day when I was looking at the new merch, and it came up and it showed this like gorilla guy, and I'm like, who the heck is that? And then I realized it was JYP, and I'm like, you know what? It fits because he looks like that. And I showed that to my mother-in-law, and we just both just died laughing and stuff. Like, he does look like a gorilla. Oh, sorry, I don't like JYP.
No, I don't either. We were talking about that last time. It was the most funniest
What's
thing.
funny is it what was key in this too when we were talking about JYP and his sweater vests and all this stuff. Were you here, Key, for that? I don't remember if it was just me and Claudia, or if you were involved also.
I think I was there.
Yeah, I think it was Kate or Leah.
You know how many clips of JYP I've had pop up on my phone since then?
I don't know.
Why?
And I just do not like him. I just get these vibes, and I'm like, nope, no.
He's got these creepy pedophile uncle vibes to me, and he's probably like one of the nicest guys ever. But it's like,
I'm sorry.
well, number one, he's always going to choose the girl groups over the boy groups. I mean, I don't know if that's just a man thing or what it is. You would think that they would want to put out the best group, regardless of gender. But he's always, I mean, just like this thing he's doing now, this what is it? A to K or whatever it is. And he's not doing it with guys. He's doing it only with females. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Which is weird because I just feel like the girl groups don't really bring in as much fans as, like the boy groups do. I'm pretty sure most people get into K-pop for the boy groups.
Yeah, like I'll listen to some of the girl groups, but I don't stand them. I just listen to them. But a lot of them, they sound the same. Like, I cannot tell the difference. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, I thought it was different.
And if a girl group ever puts out a song with an actual message, I'll probably just die on spot. Like,
girl, there's actually have you heard of BB Vengeance? I think she does.
No.
Her song was really good. She talks about like the fact that she's like a bad bitch.
Well, I know that like IU, wrote Love Poem once she became a solo artist. So that's a beautiful song. Of course, I prefer Sunmin singing it because girl groups voice registers it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I can't do it. But yeah, but they always play these stupid poppy elementary school type songs, and I'm like, wow. And then you make them dress like they're 2-year-old strippers. I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I have to agree. And then they, forgive me, Lord, forgive me, but they all look the same.
Yeah,
Like they make them wear these skimpy clothes or whatnot, and they don't have the curves. They're like so skinny,
yeah.
and
I
it's
just
like bean poles, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm
yeah.
like,
There's like no, and you know they have muscles, but there's like no muscle definition on any of them, and it's kind of
exactly,
scary.
exactly,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh my god. Like I watched the whole red carpet for KCON, right? The third day for StrayKids. And they showed what was it, ITZY and G Idol and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I was like it was so depressing. I was like, can we just get them off the stage, please? I mean, not because I want to hurry up and see the guys, but just no, no.
And then they put stickers across our guys' chest if any skin shows. I'm like, really?
I know, right? I know. And but see, like I have like a playlist. I have some G Idol, I have some In Mix, I have some with Seraphim and some New Jeans and stuff. But like some of them are okay, but I don't listen to every single song or album. And I do not listen to Blackpink. I'm sorry, I cannot stand them. I cannot.
Yeah,
I can't.
I don't think
I
I've
feel
listened to much of theirs. I know they're very popular and all that stuff, but they're just not
I
my
don't
cup of
know
tea.
how.
Just
I heard
I really,
they might be disbanding soon.
yeah.
yeah, I read that too.
Lisa
Yeah.
and is it SM Entertainment they're with? Anyway, they said that they were on total opposites on her contract. Like she's putting her foot down. She's like, no, you're gonna pay me what you know what I'm worth or whatever. So yeah, yeah, that's the big news of the week, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a
Yeah,
big fan of Blackpink either, but they have brought in a lot of money for
Hmm.
them. So
They
like,
brought in a lot of fans too.
but see, I don't see how because all their songs sound the same too.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can
Maybe
thank
it's just me, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't. I can't do girl groups. Like it just grates. I can't. Ugh.
yeah, I think I prefer more of the solo artists, girls. They
I
just
Yeah.
prefer
feel like,
second gen girl groups over fourth gen because 2NE1 they literally touch topics on like domestic abuse and all that stuff as well.
the
Oh,
what?
Fourth
good.
gen do shit.
The what?
Um, fourth gen don't like the girl groups. They don't really put out messages versus second gen girl groups.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, 21. They're I forgot what song it is, but one of them touches the topic of domestic violence, and even shows it in the video of the guy hitting one of the members and kind of like beat the crap out of her.
Okay,
Oh,
so devil's
there's a
advocate here. Do you think that maybe y'all are gonna learn when I say I've been thinking that's like just run? But I was thinking the reason they may not put out messages like that anymore is because it makes the men look bad. Because they don't have sexual assault there. Like it's not a crime to have your way with a female there. So I wonder if maybe that's part of it.
That could be it.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I found that out because I'm learning some things about Asian countries that, yeah, it's seriously breaking that mold for me. But like they really, really love their alcohol, but most men have affairs or see prostitutes. The things that are taboo here is overwhelmingly done in those countries. So
A
I
thing
can't do that.
a thing about some of the countries, especially South Korea, um, like as you said, they can get away with sex workers in that way, but if it comes down to sexually explicit things shared in the group chat that has nothing to do with anything, all of them get prosecuted, but only one can serve like 3 years in prison. It's like all
Okay, so
going to be there.
so they don't really necessarily get arrested or have any charges filed against them or whatnot if they force themselves on somebody, either be man or woman, whatever. But yet it's creepy if one of us, I'm just saying, or anybody, looks at an idol and you're having thirsty thoughts.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
It's just I think there's a lot of hypocrisy because there's one girl that I watch on she on TikTok or what is she? Anyway, she's American and now she's like in her early 30s, but she's been teaching in one of the country areas for a while. And she tells us straight up like how it is. She's like, if you come here, go to these dating sites and not these dating sites, because these dating sites, you get lawyers, doctors, people who actually want to settle down, where these dating sites are like, what was that, Ashley Madison or whatever it was, where, they were just hookups. So I thought, that's interesting.
Kind of like that Tinder and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I know, she says, I'll probably get banned now for doing that, but
I feel so bad for those people
need
that
to
go
know.
to Tinder looking for a real relationship.
I know, right?
Yeah, wow. Anyway, but yeah, I've been learning, and it's kind of scary.
Though. It's just, but it's also just, it's messed up though. You know,
Yeah.
like because they'll look at you and they're like, "Oh, you're creepy," because because you look at them, they're idols, and you look at them that way, and I was like, hello, they're grown ass men. They know what they're doing. They do it on purpose. Yeah, I don't, but yet I'm creepy, and you're not creepy because you want to force yourself on somebody or whatnot. But okay.
Yeah, like
Well,
Mr. Bang Chan, I don't flirt.
Yeah, I don't flirt, do I? Or do I?
Or no, right?
We had a vocabulary word on that. What was it? It was I've already totally lost my train of thought at this point.
I mentioned
body rolls. Body rolls.
Oh,
remember the definition for body rolls? And they do it explicitly to bring sexy in, I guess. What was the definition
bring
of that?
attention
It was
to certain area of the body, maybe.
Could be.
That brings attention. So.
Oh, it helps if you spell rolls right, not rules. I don't even know. I don't even know what that word was that just popped up that I just put in there. But the vocabulary, the definition of the vocabulary says that choreographers put it in there to, how did they word it? They didn't make it as they didn't make it as slutty as what I wanted to talk about. But what'd you say, Claudia?
It says it's a dance move performed by both male and female idols for the purpose of driving up fans crazy.
Yeah, see? But be sure you put that sticker over the bare chest, because can't have that. Can't have that.
First of all, there's some of the members where they would show like a piece of their chest during concerts or whatever, and then they pull the shirt up to show their abs. By that point, I done seen the whole thing already.
Felix is really bad about nip slips. Like he pulls that shirt up just a little bit too high.
He does it on purpose.
That cracked me up. A little sunshine boy. Okay.
He likes the male nip.
There was
We know what you're doing, chicken boy.
There was a clip going around of the members watching. Was it Backdoor or Thunderous? And anyway, Hyunjin was wearing that shirt that kind of looks like it's a wraparound where it comes down. It looks like there's something that ties to kind of keep it closed. And he moved just right to where it got a nip slip, and he didn't know it until they were going back and looking at the video. And you could just see the embarrassment on his face.
I think it was Thunderous.
Well, I know Changbin was probably not quiet about that. So I'm sure that didn't help at all either. So
Yeah, I don't know what is up with today, but my Twitter has been filled with Changmin's obsession with Hyojin's lips.
Really? I had that the other day though. Mine has been filled nothing but with Suga, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Suga and
I
JK
saw it.
has been nothing but on my Twitter feed.
Yeah, I think I saw a video where they're like, "Who's sending this kitty to military? Who said this like he'll survive in the military?"
yeah. Did y'all see that Twitter thing where this guy is like 90% of the Stray Kids fans are ex-armies? And I'm like, wow, do you normally talk out of your ass? Because that's kind of where that came from.
They also said that like 90% of the fans were like Turkish.
Like what?
Like Turkish.
Turkish?
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
But that nobody knows it because most of them speak English.
I didn't know I was Turkish.
I know, right?
Right?
I guess I missed that language lesson. That was just the stuff
Okay.
people say. You just have to look at them and think, man, are you like that low in IQ levels that you have to have this attention? Because that's just stupid. Just stupid. I did drop a couple because Soonmin is still being Soonmin talking about food. And so I've dropped a couple of recipes for stuff that I am never going to eat in there. All right.
Korean seaweed soup.
Well, yeah, the seaweed soup and there was something else I dropped in there, and I was like, yeah, that's probably not going to be something I'm going to try. So if Nero wants to go ahead and do the gym,
Okay.
I know this is like all over the place, but I'm just kind of going by what I'm seeing.
So I'm kind of looking into some fitness type apps because I follow a bunch of gym rats on Instagram for some odd reason, but they're Asian, so they're kind of hot.
I guess
So
we
it's
know.
not that-
So
it's not that
it's
often.
not it's not a reason you're not aware of.
But I keep seeing apps and apparel kind of popping up, and I am a brand ambassador for an apparel shop as well that also has to do with fitness and mental health. So I'll probably be dropping some fitness apps into Dwecky's gym here soon. So everybody can like have lazy girl workouts if they don't want to get out of bed. Because I know a lot of us are lazy people.
Guilty.
And if I have been trying to
Was
freaking figure out how to
the
work
picture
a
that
freaking
Hyunjin
dance
gave,
fitness app.
and it kind
like
of
the life
reminds
thing.
me a little bit of a
Can't do it,
clown.
but I'll
But
figure it out
then
for you guys.
if you look at a picture of Felix,
There is an app
that's
called
definitely
Dance
where he
Fit,
got this.
I think something like
got this
that.
picture.
I had it on my phone,
colors
but
are a
then
lot
I had to
bolder than
delete
what
it because
Felix
something
actually
about
looks like,
too many
but Felix
videos.
had, and it was making my phone be full of storage.
I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna be living in your room for a little bit because I'm gonna start trying to lose weight. Like this ice cream is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna eat today before I start it. It's my last ice cream for a while.
You better enjoy it then.
I know I am.
All right. So we have the gym. I don't think anything's been posted recently. Yeah, the last thing we posted in the art room like his nose was red, and it kind of looked like he had been crying. But
Yeah, it does look like that.
yeah,
I'm thinking that we should be expecting some new stuff since he's been talking about like his camera and stuff.
Yeah, some new pictures. Well, and he bought those new lenses. The fact that he doesn't remember what kind of camera he has and actually had to ask Stay what kind of camera he had.
I know.
It's like, oh my God, that is just something Hyunjin would do. Oh man. Okay. The next one is Just Breathe. Oh, that's a cute picture of Mr. Hani that I just now saw. Did anybody watch his birthday live?
Yeah.
I saw pieces.
Was it good? I mean, I've only caught like little clips here and there, but at least he didn't drop his cake.
I watched it. It was cute. I have some clips and stuff, but I screen recorded it, like for the most part, but my connection wasn't all that, so some of it's kind of grainy because I was on post, and they have like they'll limit your data or whatever when you get on post, like for some reason, I guess because it's a military post, so it was kind of grainy. But yeah, I was able to watch the whole thing though.
When did they film that? Did they film that right after they got back?
I think they had just gotten back, because if I remember correctly, I saw a translation where he said that he had gotten plenty of sleep on the plane, and so because he was wearing the same clothes that as when they arrived. So I think I want to say that he went straight from the airport and did that, but I can't be sure, and I'm not sure, but he was saying that he had gotten a lot of sleep, so he wasn't tired of it, and he seemed lively. So
yeah,
He looked confused in a bit of places.
well,
he did.
yeah, like
you saw the gifts he got. I'm sure that is confusing.
yeah, he looked like the look on his face when he looked at it, the little toy guitar and the microphone, and then he looked
Barbie guitar.
and he was like, he looked at the camera, he's like, and he had that look on his face, like, really?
Yeah, like Chain Ben did with the Legos. I would take the Legos. They can throw that guitar away, because I mean,
yeah.
you can't tell me they couldn't have found a guitar that wasn't pink, because little boys play that too. It's like they intentionally try to embarrass them. It never works with Jenny, but some of the other guys it works pretty well with.
But he was playing with that little, what was it, like a little heart or whatever, with the little finger heart, and it was out of tune, so he was hitting it, hitting the notes on it, and I was like, yep, that one's it's flat. You need to fix that one. That one's flat too. And so he got the little hammer out, and he was tuning it, to where it would hit the right note, because do re mi fa sol la ti do, and so he was hitting it to where he was tuning it to get the right note, and I was like, yep, that one too. Okay, no, that one's good. And then he was hitting the next one. Yep, that one's flat. Get that one. I was doing it along with him.
I'm super excited that we might actually be able to see the special stages this tour, seeing them do their individual thing. Yeah,
but they need to give me some time. I gotta save up. They quit coming out with merch is what they need.
I
to
know.
Thank you. We were talking about that right before you came in. I was like, man, just when you think you've caught up, they drop something else, and it's like, stop.
Yes, stop it. Hajima.
My daddy does not finance me. I can't just run to daddy for an extra allowance that week.
I know. I wish I could, but I can't.
I know,
right.
like I've got, like, I put up for sale like one of my Japan Mastermind Japan caps. I'm like, I'm not even gonna wear this anymore, so I just put it up for sale. I'm hoping somebody will buy it, and then I have 3 cardboard cutouts I'm trying to get rid of because they were printed too short.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so did we even say anything about Han's room? Or did we just delve
Yeah, we
into
did.
random rabbit holes?
Yeah, we were talking about his birthday. So
Or she's talking about the Just Breathe, like
Yeah, the just breathe
yeah,
stress
yeah,
release thing.
yeah.
That's why. Sorry.
I haven't posted anything except the dopamine thing since the last time because I've been busy this week. But I am going to be looking more into probably touching up on the depression topic, especially
With
of the
holidays coming up.
Yep, especially with Christmas and it's winter is like a really really horrible time for mental health because there is no sun out in the world.
Mm-mm.
So
Especially if you lost a family member around that time
exactly.
last year. So yeah.
Okay. We have Felix's Bakery. When did I put this in? When was the 11th? That was like Tuesday, right? Or Monday? Monday? It was Monday. Okay, so I added a Japanese custard pudding recipe, and I think this is equivalent to the pudding that Lino eats, which is not our pudding. He didn't like our pudding. He didn't like the texture of it, but I did post this, and it's a no bake. I just don't really cook anymore. So Sunmin's Salon. Hairstyles for short hair. That's not me.
I know my hair comes down to like under my butt.
Short hair takes more work than long hair. Long hair I can just throw up and I'm done. But short
So,
hair you
like-
actually have to do something with it.
So like my hair, see that?
I need some. Give me some of your hair. I need some.
It's like straighter the longer it is, but the shorter it is, it'll get like more wonky.
Yeah.
It'll, like get more wavier and curlier.
Like mine is wavy, but it's not a pretty wave. It's like I stuck my finger in a light socket type of wave.
If I would
just
cut my
not good.
hair short like that, it'll look like Dora's hair. So
Yeah.
My hair is crazy, so it stays.
I have to use I'm using a shampoo called Routine because I have started losing mine. Even though that's not hereditary, I think it's just stress related or I'm not getting some kind of vitamin or something. So I've started using that because mine like I can use a comb and be so gentle combing it out after I wash it and I still get like a little wad of hair and I'm like, why?
Do you have a filter on your shower head?
No.
You might look into that. When we first moved into this house, like I used to have to get haircuts like every 6 weeks because my hair is so thick and it grew so long all the time. And when we moved into this house, my hair stopped growing. Like I didn't even have to go get it cut for like 3 or 4 months at a time because it wasn't growing anymore. And I would like literally pick a whole handful of hair up off the shower drain. And it was the hard minerals in our water. So we got a filter head and it has like these little balls, the water has to go through, it ionizes it or whatever, but then it had like a little fragrance thing. And ever since I started using that, I don't have any problem. I'm back to getting my haircuts all the time because it's just so thick.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I don't know that would work because the way it's an older bathtub and an older house. So in order to get a shower, you have to use one of those handheld ones that sit up. You know what I mean? And to where you can shower and that's how. Yeah.
That it wouldn't work then like that. But it was just a thought.
Yeah.
I might look into that though. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was I think we paid like less than $30 on Amazon, but it comes with like a lemon scent and an orange scent, and I'll send y'all the link and you can do with it what you want. On to the Be Beautiful with Jian. And the only thing that I have posted in there Oh, I forgot I posted this. Okay, one of it was how to do the cat eyeliner, which I'm sorry, I do not know how to do that. I gave up a long time ago.
I know
And
I don't put
then
any makeup on, so I would definitely not know how to do that.
I put
Yeah.
makeup on, but I don't wear it enough to. Everybody's like, you just have to sit down and keep working with it. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I've got to be up doing something other than putting eyeliner on my face. I did post the ColourPop Haunted Mansion set box, and the colors in it is really pretty. It didn't come with blush and stuff like most of them do. It usually comes with like 2 colors of blush and shock shadow, and it usually comes with some sort of like gel highlighter type thing, and then an eyeshadow palette and stuff. So this is one of their newest versions, and it didn't come with all that. It came with like I think 4 shock eyeshadows, which I have no idea why they call it that, because it didn't shock me. I still had to use water to get it on, but I think it's just because it's very pigmented. The palette was really pretty, and then it came with like lip glosses instead of lipsticks, and those are really nice. They had a nude color that I wore today, and it was really pretty. But that's pretty much all that's going on in there. I know that Leah No is gonna, once she has her surgery, she's gonna do more in the makeup room because she has more time when she's on bed rest. It'll help her keep her sanity. All right, the Love Stay room. Oops.
Let's see. Here's the story I found. So this one says, I am 30 now in England, and Han is my bias. He rapidly took over as soon as I saw what he was like. So I became a widow at 28 in October 2021, and obviously fell into a really deep depression. I couldn't see anything but pain, and I was lying in bed one night and saw Hyojin dancing, and I thought, wow, he's so talented. So I went to learn who he was, and they found me. I listened to all of their songs and have stayed ever since. I can honestly say finding them saved me.
Yeah, I think we've done that story before.
Okay.
I didn't go into a lot. I don't ask people questions. I'm one of these people that if they want to tell me what's going on, they will. Like one of the other girls in our group finally, I don't want to say fessed up, but she finally opened up to me today. And so if you're a praying person, please pray for her because she needs it really, really badly right now. She's going through a lot. But like I said, all of our stories are different, but they're the same. Does that make sense? It had the same baseline on a lot of these stories, and it was very cathartic for me. And I've said that because once you read the stories, you know you're not alone. So I think more stays, especially baby stays, they need to realize that we have a community of us that are not 13 years old. In fact, I don't know very many 13-year-olds that are stays. Most of ours are older teenagers and about to go into universities and up. So it's a very diverse age group. Except for the ones in community, which are obviously all 12-year-olds because they ask the stupidest freaking questions I've ever seen in my life. And get answered.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Be my boyfriend for 5 seconds. Go find one in real life. That's why I love Lee No, because he's just like, no.
I am satisfied with living in my Delulu life to thinking that
Right.
Baytan is my husband, but I will never actually tell him that.
It's less complication.
Yes, it is. I'd probably like if that ever came up and like that opportunity came and arose, I probably would run the other way because I'm just like I'm not the type to get into relationships like that. So it's easier to like fantasize about somebody who will probably never know who I am.
Yeah, right. Room 143.
Okay,
Because
now
we
we
had
did have.
Felix's. Okay. Did he drop the cake on purpose?
I think he sure did because it does not look like he liked that cake at all. Like that man
Okay.
has no poker face.
Birthday cake should not be crunchy unless it's an Italian cream.
I think when he took it off the ear, I think it was like maybe like a candy of some type that was like keeping the ear in place, and that's just what he
Oh,
got.
yeah. Yeah. I know
It's
he
like
said
one
it
of
had
those
a whole lot
chocolate.
of cream. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one of those chocolate balls that has cream inside of it that he ate. 'Cause it sounded crunchy, so that's why I was just like, yeah, it was
Yeah,
probably
it
one of
sounded,
those.
you could tell the look on his face. He was like,
He really tried to keep together too and
I
be like,
know. It was like, now I do know that I have read that idols will drop their cakes if they're on a diet so that they don't have to eat it and stuff like that. So I think some of his was subconsciously dumping the cake. Does that make sense? Like in
Yeah.
the back of his mind, he's like, this stuff is disgusting. I don't want to eat any more of it. So his body just kind of took over and put it in the wrong place and it goes, poof. So I don't know.
I don't
He
know.
just
Han
cracks
took
me
a
up.
big bite of his. I couldn't believe how big that bite was. I was like, oh my God. He put that whole thing in his mouth. I was like, geez, I can't even do that.
Well, but he keeps all of his food in his cheeks.
I know.
But the thing about it is that I think that Felix really did want to have his cake because like that was like one of the first things that he did. Like he was just like, how about we have some of this cake now? I'm sure he was disappointed because like, damn, I really wanted cake too. Like this was my chance.
I just don't think he wanted probably that cake.
Yeah. So we
Um,
do have a few birthday messages about Han and a few about Felix since their birthdays were like one after the other. So for Han, we had happy birthday to my favorite person on earth. Stay healthy and happy, my love. You really deserve the whole world. You're precious and awesome. I love you so much and I hope you have a wonderful day. Another one said, our all-rounder, multi-talented superstar Hani.
did she just freeze?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just me.
No, she froze.
She's gonna die when she sees this picture. I'll text her real quick, tell her she froze.
You hate it when your internet craps out on you.
I know, right? Call her Ice Woman. Oh, she logged off. She's gonna try to log back in.
I think I'm back.
Oh,
So you
you
were
got kicked out.
saying,
You got kicked out. You should have seen the picture of your face on here.
What is this? Damn it. I don't want to see it.
It wasn't as bad as mine when I like paused it and I was like, what is up with this? But yeah,
I don't want to see
it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Yeah.
I know. I was just like, what is so quiet? What is going on?
I feel bad that
Anyway.
we couldn't get all this stuff together in time to send them birthday cards. Maybe we should just like send them all like their individual Christmas cards. Do they have? Yeah, they have Christmas over there. And then just add kind of the birthday things and just explain to them, hey, we weren't rallied well enough yet to send these out, but we just want to let y'all know this is what came into our rooms.
I wonder if
And so
they
we're
get
sharing
those.
these.
Like, do they really get that stuff and read it? I wonder.
I think they do. Some people have said that they have seen like videos of the members reading fan mail and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm sure that they have staff that goes through all of that first because well, we all see what happens with the phone calls. I'm sure letters are probably even worse. because some people just have no sense of decorum whatsoever. But we could like send each individual birthday card, or not birthday cards, but Christmas cards, and put, this is what came in our room for your birthday and blah, blah, blah. The next year we'll be ready in time for INs in February, that we can get it all done and sent out. Especially since we have such a long gap between Hunjin and Benny. We have several months there, so. Circus. Has she posted anything in Circus? Nope.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's been
I
pretty
need to,
quiet
I
there.
gotta post some stuff in the slump room, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. No, it's just Brandy talking about her Spotify. Three Racha Studio. It's the lyrics for Butterflies, which I think was already in there last week. Dance Racha. Our girls have been putting some things in there.
Yeah, I noticed they're a little more active there.
Yeah. I know that she's trying to find full dances instead of like just parts of them that you can usually find. So she's working on that.
I know there was a time when during a live, Lino was doing one of the choreographies. I wonder if that goes around.
The V lives, Hunjin and Lino both have dance lives, but I think Lino is the only one that actually went like step to step, was like actually teaching you how to do it. Hunjin just gets out there and moves his body, and we just stare, because I mean, what else are we gonna do?
I don't know how to teach something that comes naturally to me.
Yeah, I know, right? But man, Hunjin's head and neck isolation right now is insane. That boy puzzles me. Is this old? I think this is old. Yeah, the find your vocal range and stuff, we did that already. Languages, I've been really lazy this week and have not posted much stuff in here. They did get 3 versions of I don't know in Korean. How many ways do you have to say I don't know? I don't. Probably the same reason there's 10 ways to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think with Korean, it's more the inflection you put on the word rather than the actual word.
Technically, we have like different ways to say I don't know here too. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah, but ours is slang. You know what I mean? It's like you have the southern way to do it, and then you have the northern way to do it, and then you have like the ghetto way to do it, and you have the ritzy snobby way to do it. It's just all.
And then you have the texting way to do it. You can say IDK.
Yeah. Because God forbid we should actually say 3 actual words. Oh, I just lost my thing. I gotta find it again. Okay. It was something about a review on Jeju Island. When was the 11th? Was that Sunday?
Monday.
Last Sunday?
It was Monday for us, Sunday for them.
Okay, so this is new. I put it no, 6 Korean design hotels in Seoul and Jeju to visit. So it gives you 6 different hotels that you can go with. Connected. We are really not putting anything in that connected room. Well, we have like so many other rooms that we can put it in that I don't put it just in that room. If I don't put anything in that room hardly. I always put it in their personal rooms. Red lights reading room. I don't see anything in here.
Not that we can really say anything about going there.
Well, I talked to the girls in that group, and I'm like, and she said, well, we're trying to figure out how to post things that are PG-13. I'm like, oh no, girl, we restricted that room. If you're not 18, you can't go in that room. So I thought they were going to start putting stuff in there, but they just haven't yet.
I got you. I can put a few things.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're gonna do this one.
I haven't even really posted a whole lot in the K-pop area. There's literally so much stuff going on all around the K-pop world right now, with the Blackpink thing, and now Jungkook, and Sugar's going to the military, and it's just, that's a full-time job just keeping up with. Next one is Slumpin'. You want to take that? I sent a link to the one on Hulu that I watched this week called The Revenant, and it was really good. It dealt a lot with their folklore, it dealt a lot with that, and it was like kind of a mystery, and it was just really good. It was really good.
Really good. I might check that out.
It was good. And it had subtitles, so occasionally I could like look up and see what they were talking about.
So, I don't think I've watched anything new yet. Like I said, I tried Mask Girl and I was like, no, I can't do this.
It doesn't even look good to me.
It was like number 2 when it first came out on Netflix, like it was that popular, but I watched the first 2 episodes and I'm like, I can't do this. No. So I was like, nope, I'm not doing that one. And I know there was a few that just kind of came out and I haven't watched them yet. I can't even remember what they were. I saw them and I was like, oh, that one was good. Oh, okay. So, I don't know if anybody's watched Black Knight. That one's pretty good. It's more action.
Is that what was that a series or is it just a movie?
It was a K-drama. It's only got 8 episodes. They're like, I want to say about an hour a piece, and it's like post-apocalyptic. It's like post-apocalyptic. But it's pretty good. I liked it. So I might watch it again actually. Bloodhounds, I rewatched that one again. Love that one. And that one's 8 episodes as well. Most dramas are like 16 episodes and they're about like an hour, a piece. But
I think The Revenant was 12. So yeah.
Yeah, the most is like 16, but some of them are like 8, 12, something like that. One Piece live action has been renewed for a 2nd season. The scripts are already written, so I think they're waiting for this whole Hollywood
writers strike,
the strike to end. But they've already renewed. Netflix has renewed it, and like I said, the scripts are ready. So, if you haven't checked out One Piece, I would. I liked it a lot. I don't necessarily like the anime because I didn't really like the drawing on it. So I watched the live action and I liked it a lot. So I
like the anime, but one thing I just didn't like about it was there was so much fillers. There were so many fillers.
Well, I know I've seen on Instagram I've seen some fan art of Chan being Zoro, Ramona Zoro. So, but yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. So I'm glad it got renewed. Bleach, I think, is fixing to end. It's got they're gonna do, I think it's a 2-part in finale, and then they're gonna bring it back in next year to finish that whole one, and then that's it for that. And then Type Kubo has now renewed Burn the Witch, and that they're making another season of Burn the Witch, so they're bringing that back into an anime. That was only like 3 episodes, maybe. I think 2 or 3 episodes. I don't know. I watched it, but it's been a while. There's some other new anime that I haven't seen yet because I gotta get my Crunchyroll back. Ah, I missed it. I keep forgetting to watch. My Happy Marriage comes out on Wednesday, so I gotta get caught up on that. So, but that's really cute if you, and it's on Netflix. That one's on Netflix. So it's really cute. I don't I never read the manga, but I like the anime. It's pretty good, and it's really pretty. Like the visuals are really pretty, and the colors and all of that. So, if you haven't seen it, I would check it out. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, do Chan's Den.
Okay. So, we're on episode 4 now, January 27th, 2019. This one is actually the day of their last, like they just got back to Korea after they finished their Unveiled tour in Indonesia, the IM tour.
Oh, the I am. Okay.
So the playlist that they played here, because you know how Chinese room is like mostly about like song recommendations and whatnot.
Mhm.
Well, this one was actually filled with three Racha songs, and it might be because of the special guest that showed up, which was all three members of Three Racha, which was entertaining because you can clearly see in this live how like closely bonded these boys are and how like they just love to tease each other, and it's so funny like watching them interact with each other.
I'm telling you, we should get together and everybody buy a wooden spoon to send to Chan for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Would that not be funny?
It would be fucking funny.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he'll see the so it shows like they actually did a breakdown of each of their songs as they played it. What their first song was, let me see. Intro. Their first song was Intro, and the amount of embarrassment they felt listening to that song, like any of these songs, they're just like the moment they heard that they were playing the song and they went and played it, they're like, no, no. They were like, this is so bad. Like, what were we thinking? Just like it happened with a lot of their songs where they were just like, oh my gosh, like over the top. Like, what did they do?
But I mean, if you look at their early stuff, it is weather, cars, stuff like that doesn't really make sense now since they're older. But at the time, they've always written what they knew, and they were
Yeah, and they're
students.
teenage
So
boys.
yeah, they're teenagers. So what are you going to write about? You're going to write about your skateboard. You're going to write about taking the bus to school, and you're going to. I mean, that's. If you follow their discography, it goes. You can tell where they were at in their life.
Yeah, and it honestly like they didn't have a lot to go with, like they wrote this song in like the living room of their dorm, and they ended up recording it in one of the training rooms that they had, and they only had one microphone to like record it with, so they didn't have a lot when they did that. Their next song was TikTok. Now that one also, like Chan wrote this when he was on a cruise with his family, and when they got back, they ended up just recording in one of the rooms, which they mentioned they try to make one of the rooms into a studio themselves because one of their dreams at the time was to have like their own studio. And look at that, they have it now. They have one now. That dream
I have
definitely came
never
true.
heard that song. That's the name of the
TikTok?
song. It's TikTok.
Yeah. That one,
Is it?
this one they weren't too embarrassed about. Like that one, he actually seems a little proud about that song a little bit. There was a few things that he was just like, it didn't have good like what is it, mechanical production to it or whatnot, and like
Yeah.
the rapping wasn't that great in it, but the beat, he definitely liked the beat of it. The
Yeah.
next song that they had was called Wow. This one, the
Was it the Three
absolute
Racha? Wow.
yeah, they were
Because
absolutely
Dance Racha
horrified.
made a wow too. So
Yeah, this song made them absolutely horrified to hear it. They honestly did not want to listen to it at all. And Han was like bringing up the fact that he was just like, why do we even still have this up? Like, we should definitely take it down. Like, now I'm gonna have to go look that up because I'm gonna need to like learn the lyrics. So if I ever come across it, I'm just gonna bring it up in conversation.
yeah.
But they're absolutely horrified with the song. They just did not want to listen to it. And what's funny about it is that when they were just about to play it, they were like, no, don't play it, don't play it. And Bang Chan was like, no, we're confident in this song, we're confident. He's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're confident. And then the moment they started playing it, they were just like, no, they were proven wrong. They were not confident in that song. They were just over it.
Is that song on one of their albums?
It's
No.
on one of their mixtape albums. So like,
Is it?
it's not on a Spotify album. Like I think you'd have to look it up on YouTube. But
I thought it was on like SoundCloud or something like that.
You thought it was what?
On SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
It could
I
be.
feel
A
like
lot
that
of their
would
stuff
be,
is on
yeah.
SoundCloud.
What's funny about that is that they're still paying for like verification on some of these apps and don't even remember like the passwords to it. So it's just whatever.
Yeah, and that one is hilarious because it's talking about newness.
And Changbin does mention, I know last time we were talking about like how Changbin ended up joining like after Hyojin and Ian, but he does bring this up a little bit, not about like why he started after them, but he was just like questioning them like, oh, why did he join StrayKids? And Bang Chan was just like jokingly saying like, oh, I thought you were funny, so I thought you'd make great, and like he found that attractive, so he was like, yeah, he should definitely come with. He was like, yeah, that's why I joined. He joined to make them laugh. And
I would
Han
really
ended up.
Go ahead.
The what? Oh, I was saying that Han said he ended up joining because it was like a high five to the Grim Reaper and intro. Like he joined Stray Kids because he was giving Stray Kids a high five or something like that.
They have a whole 74 followers on SoundCloud.
Nice. They did play a piece of what I believe was the pre-recorded song of Fam. That was produced by Spear B, aka Changbin. Bang Chan does go over like giving a little criticism and compliments to the song. He said that at that time, like Changbin, I think, was like in school, and he was like more of those upbeat songs that he's like, where they clap and then get into it and stuff like that. So he was like, that's basically where that song came about.
I totally just found one of their albums on SoundCloud called In the Matrix. Like it's a whole album. Let me click over here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs on it. Interesting. I never heard any of these. In the Matrix, Cybernetic Tears, Embarrassed, Time, White Universe, Gravity, The Journey, and Your Hero.
I'm gonna need to look that up later. I'm gonna need to listen to all of them. I feel like they do mention that there's like a few things that they did release that wasn't when they weren't very known. Like it kind of like stands into like Stray Kids lore type thing. I feel like this is like the beginning because he mentions how at the beginning they didn't have a lot of people who knew who they were, and they had uploaded an album somewhere, and one of their songs was called J 2017, and he was just like, the J itself was supposed to have like a hidden message in it to like tease stays and make them curious on what the J means. Like, does J mean J1 for like Han? Does J mean like what is the J? And he was just like, that was just something that they were messing with what stays about on like making them wonder what that J means when it really doesn't mean anything. They didn't even honestly even remembered what that J stood for. Like, I think
I can see that.
I think Bang Chan was like, I think it was for like BYP or something. Like, I don't know.
Well, some of them can't even remember the lyrics that they wrote, so that does not surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah, so
yeah, I know a certain one that has to always read the lyrics off of a prompter.
That's who I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, a certain Coca.
Oh, is
I
it?
know somebody asked him during his live if he was going to release Scissors. Like when was he going to release Scissors? But he didn't.
I can see them releasing stuff like that once they're in the military.
Yeah. So like I'm putting that on the back burner for now.
Yeah.
One of their last songs that they played was Anthem. Didn't really get too much into that one. But a lot of the time Changbin was a little more quieter in this live because like I feel like he was more embarrassed about the songs. Like there was a few times where he actually like walked out. It's like I need some air or I need a cup of water or something like that. He's like I can't. Well, Bing Chan and Han, they did try to like get more into it. They're like, okay, we got this, and they started like singing and dancing along to the song, even though they were embarrassed by it.
Well, I know that somebody asked Changbin to sing "Wow," I think it was, and they were like, "No,
No.
no, no." And I was like, "Why aren't they singing?" I mean, that's just like the one that I listened to with Hundred of them. I didn't realize that there were two different wows. My bad.
Yeah, I think it's because they wanted to bury this one.
Yeah, there's probably some out there
That's
that
probably
they don't care to remember.
Yeah, that's
There it
probably
is.
why they came up like they named another song Wow. They're just like if people focus on this one, they'll never know about this one.
Well, and the Dance Roster one is really nice. I really like that one. So I just found another one of their songs called "Hello."
Hello. With me.
What is "Hello"?
Yeah.
I put it in the three Racha thing. Yeah, we're gonna be bringing some of this stuff up.
They're like,
They have their
no, we're
social
hoping
path
it's
stuff
thought
on
about
here.
that. Yeah, I saw that.
Oops, pushed the wrong button. Let's see what other things I can find to embarrass them. See, in the Matrix is between Miro and Yellowwood.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so we're gonna have to check that out.
I said maybe if we're gonna start at the beginning, we really start at the beginning of the song breakdown.
Yeah. And I just lost my thing. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's like right in between Miro and Yellowwood. I don't know why we didn't get anything off of it though. I can't go back. But none of their mixtapes were on here on SoundCloud, so that's kind of weird. Alrighty. Well, I added that into our three Racha room, so it should be interesting. So, did we go? Huh?
Onto liner news, Bang Chan has added 2 more songs to his KCOM
Discography, yeah.
credited list thing, and he now has 163 registered songs names.
I think it was it 163. I thought it was like 168. Just a minute, I could tell you because it's on tomorrow's news. Tomorrow's news, I also added a link for the global festival thingy where people can watch that.
Global Citizen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that off the
Yeah.
ticker.
Yeah,
It's gonna be on
163.
a lot of places. Yeah, a lot of places are going to be streaming it, from what I understand.
They added contradicting, hold on. Contradicting and hold on. So, yeah. Wow. I'm ready to go listen to that Matrix one now. I'm curious.
I know, right? I'm curious about that one too. But
That'd be a
where's
shame if
that?
that would be a shame if it was streamed on our station head channel.
They're like, wait a minute, is this right? What is this? No. Where did they find it? Oh gosh. If they thought they embarrassed them before.
Hey guys, I just started listening to Stay Radio and they just played one of your songs. Oh God, what was it? Oh, it's something off of the Matrix album. I don't know. It was like Matrix.
I know, like, what is this?
You know that they would die if they did not release not one song off that album. You know that they would die if they found out it got found.
Sir, first of all, what the crap is this cybernetic tears?
I know, right? I'm like, that totally sounds like a Felix title, but then it doesn't, because somebody wrote Connected and it was about Wi-Fi.
Yeah, okay.
No, right?
Yeah, it's about Wi-Fi, yeah. Sure. Sure, yeah, we'll go with that.
So not only did they write a song about Wi-Fi, they wrote a song about cybernetic tears.
In a white universe.
A white universe. So if it's a white universe, did they take the red pill or the blue pill? Because I'm so confused at this point. Well,
they took one of them because then they went, wow.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever played that game where it's like you have to add on to whatever the person in front of you said?
Yeah, I have before. Yeah.
That's what reminded me of that just now. That was, yeah. Anyway.
Oh God, I get tears from that for too long. Oh.
Too bad we don't get a Channy's room anymore. I'd be like, so tell us more about those cybernetic tears. He would probably just pass right on over that comment.
You know what would be funny?
Remember.
I know Channy remembers. Han may not remember, but I guarantee you Channy remembers.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have some. I don't even know what album this is on. It looks like the Matrix album, but it's not.
Which one?
Runner's High. It has like, I don't know if y'all can see it. Just like words that's written all over the front of the album. I really like Social Path.
Yeah.
Got Heyday on here. They have a song and the title is 42.
42.
Yeah.
What that's about.
I don't know, but I'm fixing to put it in the little thingy over here.
There's one song on here. It has just like a plus, period, and a dash.
Would that mean it's untitled?
It looks like a face, like whenever you use the quotations and make like a smiley face or anything like that.
Yeah. They have a Three Roches song on here from the Mama 2021 award called Hey Monster.
Oh yeah, Runner's High is part of that one album I was telling you about where it says J 2017. That's where Runner's at.
Cloud 9.
That used to be my nickname.
I lost my thing. Oh, there I am.
We're about to start actually getting ready to start getting all our stuff together to start voting for Mama. Like getting more strings in to help
Yeah.
get that set up, getting some stuff to collect votes. I feel like states have been really quiet with that kind of stuff, like all the voting stuff. Like there hasn't been too much activity there.
There's
Which
a
is
song
weird.
called Yeah from KCON 2022. There's the Broken Compass mashup. Loud. I don't know why they would have to tell our kids they were loud.
Well, they are loud.
Yeah. But that's literally the name of the song is Loud.
So like, are we done or what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're done. We're just
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
we're just
chilling.
in.
We're just kind of chilling and stuff.
we're trying to find things to embarrass.
I
I don't think that's gonna be real hard.
know. Imagine doing an edit with that once with any of those songs.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks. I think I'll use that tonight. I wonder if I'd be hit with copyright for that one. If they won't even
Not if
claim
it's
it.
under 30 seconds, right?
Well,
does that count?
Since we are done, I'ma head out.
Alrighty. Thank you, Chica.
Hi.
Enjoy trying to embarrass the boys.
Youngblood by Han. Be Live. That's interesting. SoundCloud is going to be my new favorite thing. Okay.
Youngblood by Han. I think I heard them mention that in the Chan's room this time. They were saying that they got inspiration from somewhere from Youngblood for Youngblood. So I was just like, I thought they were talking about like, you know, that the singer that here, you know, Youngblood. I think that's his name. I think there's a rapper called Youngblood. I don't remember.
There is, yeah.
I thought that's what they were talking about. But I mean, I guess that doesn't make sense since, you know, this was years ago, and I don't think
Yeah.
I think Youngblood hasn't been here that.
Should be interesting. Alrighty, ladies. I shall talk to you later.